In today's video, I'm going to be using some of the cards that I have been having the absolute most fun using, as well as some cards that I haven't used or have just recently gotten. So yeah, those are mainly the types of cards that I really wanted to use today. You know, like the McCutcheon that you get from Ranked, the Rendon that we get from the first event, the Mike Napoli that we get from the XP Reward Path. I just unlocked him, so why not see how well he works? And starting for today's video, we have the Ranked Boss, Randy Johnson. All right, I'm the home team, kind of how I wanted it since, you know, Randy Jansen. It's Randy Johnson on the mound. Who needs to say anything correctly when you have him, you know, pitching for you? First play to Rendon. All right, so that's enough for Rendon, right? He's just gonna give up, kind of like how he, you know, kind of has done the season. What is he, like 0 for something at this point? Like 0 for 15, 17, 18? I don't know what it might be at this point. Maybe he's getting a hit the night that I'm recording this. Anyway, though, off of the snide commentary over Mr. Rendon, we need to have a little bit of a discussion over the game itself, because, oh boy, has there been a lot of shit. Now, what we need to do is talk a little bit about the game. So, let's start with the good. There has been, you know, some good programs that have come out, and I think the XP Reward Path is working fine. I still wish we could get a little bit more experience to go towards the path, instead of having, you know, to like work around it to maybe get a little bit more here and there. I wish it would be more than the 15,000 that they said. Well, I'm fine with it so long as it doesn't feel impossible to get to that million to get those boss packs before like the season ends up being over. Also, the egg hunt program, loved it, was fun to do. Obviously, if you have an idea of where most of the things are, it's not going to take you too long of a time, but that seems to be more or less their MO for this year, is they don't want things to take a ton of time to be able to do. Now let's talk about the bad. They did release a patch, which was supposed to fix a lot of things, including stuff like Mr. Donaldson over here, his stamina. I almost said ERA for some stupid reason. His stamina, especially when you would like take him out from the bullpen in the middle of the game and use him. You know, how like most starters wouldn't have the stamina to use if you just use him recently, but because he was a two-way player, it didn't fucking matter. So they removed that. That's good. They said that they tried to fix Matt Waldron's knuckleball, but from what I've heard, it's not really fixed too well. And then there was the incident of everything fucking breaking with that patch, which, you know, they had to do a little quick fix for. But, you know, you had players' heads fucking phasing through their body. You had people like 2 feet fucking tall. It was a mess. Then they came out with the first awards program. That's what it's called. It might be Seasons Awards, but we'll just call it awards program to make it easy. So the awards program had 9 players to it, which that's a good amount. If more than half of them weren't coming from a pack, the thing is, I don't mind if there are players in a pack or in packs that like go alongside of certain programs. The issue that I have is when most of them come from it, and then from there you have to pay to get it, and you can't earn it in said program. When you can't earn it, that doesn't sit right. And then even on top of that, the players that you could earn from the pack have higher overalls than the players that you can earn through the program itself. Now, I understand that that makes sense from a pack perspective, where if people are going to be spending their stubs to get a player, it makes sense for them to be higher overalls. However, for those of us who don't, you know, manipulate the market all the time or pay for our stubs and stuff like that, to us that kind of feels a little scummy. However, that was not the end of all the bullshit, because literally within 2 days of the program coming out, overnight, SDS had some major bullshit happen where a good majority of people, for at the very least a little bit, lost their account, lost all of their progress for DD, lost all their stubs, lost all their inventory, lost everything. And as of right now, I'm sure there are definitely people who still do not have their stuff, and SDS is saying they're looking into it, but it's not a good look. I am able to play because I have the show account, not a, well, I mean, I have a PlayStation account, but I have like the show account that I made, so I was able to log into it, then from there log into my PlayStation account, and then pick the correct account to be able to actually continue. But not everybody has the show account, and I cannot say for certain that if you don't have one already, that it will work the same. So there are a good amount of people out there that are in limbo, and it wouldn't shock me if for some of them this could be a last straw. I can't imagine, well, I mean, I could imagine it for about 2 hours there, but like it's gotta suck to have potentially put money into a game, whether it was for stubs or the early access versions of the game, or hell, even just buying the game itself, and then working towards all of these things for 2-3 weeks. Thankfully, it happened now and not much later in the cycle, like around the end of season 1 or middle of season 2 or something like that. But like, it's gotta be so frustrating to work towards all of that and then have everything just go poof. Whatever happened over at SDS, it was a big blunder, and I just hope that they're able to fix it for everybody, and that those people who may have accidentally clicked the wrong account when trying to figure everything out, they're able to get all of their stuff back. And honestly, something like this, they should compensate people, because I'm sorry, this is a really bad fuck up, and it's gonna leave very sour taste in people's mouths, especially with the program that a lot of people didn't like right before it. And who knows when we're gonna get another like major program that we're going to love. In order to keep people interested in playing your game, you gotta give them reasons to want to do it, and if you're not giving them reasons to do it, they will go play other things. It's happened to any and every game, so they gotta be on top of it. But yeah, that's my TED Talk of the day. I'm gonna get back and focus on the game and hopefully pull out a win, because the more I talk like that, the worse I do. So, as you can tell, back to focusing against fucking Donaldson. I do want to know down in the comments below, how are you guys doing with all this stuff? Are you enjoying the game? Is the game kind of getting a little stale for you? Are you maybe looking forward to the next set of the ranked seasons and the events and the BR and the Team Affinity, hoping that when we get the potential like 94, 95 overall players, things will start to look and feel better? Or are you just done with it and upset that everything is just going to shit? Were you one of the people who lost all your stuff and do you still not have it? Because I know there are, unfortunately, plenty of people who don't have it, you know? Can I get like a slurve, a fork ball? Thank you. Can I get a better PCI placement on it? No. Oh, also down in the comments below, just because I'm curious, what are your guys' favorite team and what are your expectations for the year? Obviously, I am a Yankees fan and I am very excited for how the year has started. Whether or not that will continue on throughout the year, I guess will determine on whether or not everybody kind of just keeps up their stuff and we don't have any major injuries, you know? But right now, I'd be good with a wild card and I would be excited to get to the playoffs. Now, if we get like Garrett Cole back and then we get maybe like another like good player or two at the trade deadline, then I'm going to be full set World Series or bust. But for now, I'm just going to keep my expectations low after last year. I'm going to miss. There we go. Get out of it, Randy. You got that, Mickey. I believe in you all day, every day. All right, six. I don't know what the fuck English that is, but 6 scoreless innings. About to be 6 scoreless innings for him, too. Soriano. Whoop. This sure is a low-scoring game. Bro, where'd you fucking throw the ball? Did anybody see that? The first baseman. The first baseman didn't even throw the ball back to, like, the pitcher's mound. Which, you know, you see a lot. You know, they'll take it with them and throw it in the thing. Or, you know, like in, like, the lower leagues. You know, when you're younger, they'll put it back to the mound. What does he do there? He just fucking chucked it about 10 feet away from him up the first base to second base pathway. That was beautiful, I must say. Just like that strikeout. Oh, beautiful pitch. Wasn't where I wanted it, but it ended up probably in an even better spot. Alright, well, we are in the apparent pitcher's duels of pitcher's duels, so this is more or less going to come down to whichever one of us can figure out how to hit the other's pitcher. Get him. Oh, come on, Bay. You could have had a better first step. Yeah, if you just had that better first step, I would have been able to get him out. Alright, another life. Got to get him out with the fastball. Go foul! God damn it, Bay. Going back to all reliable. We'll get the out. You sure about that? Come on, Rendon. There we go. Get the double play. Didn't take forever like past years. So you know what? I will say that the fielding improvement actually does seem to be showing up. If there were ever a time for a player to make up, now would be it. Now is not it. God, I suck against Donaldson. Okie dokie. Well, Randy, you did your job. Let's bring in somebody else. See what we can work with. Because he seems to be getting to you well. And then, of course, the second that I try to do something. Pick up the ball! Tinker. That wasn't away enough. Okie dokie. To the bottom of the 9th, where I'm going to get absolutely hooked. Crawford! Oh my god, there's hope. There's life. There's hope. Oh my god. Rendon, come on, get in the gap. Get over his head. Do something. Holy shit. Play safe, play safe, play safe, safe. Don't go. Soriano. Just not a good pitch to swing at there. Mantle. That will do it. Fuck John Donaldson.